Welcome back to Living Local. As the summer heats up, Countryside Community Theater is bringing the high-energy, feel-good musical Hairspray to life on stage. Set in 1962 Baltimore, the show blends catchy tunes with a powerful message about acceptance, racial integration, and the power of community. And here to tell us all about it is Caroline Sieren, who plays Tracy, and T Green, who plays Edna. Welcome to the show for the first time, Caroline.
Thank you.
And T, welcome back. Always a pleasure to have you. So Hairspray.
Yes.
Yeah. I love it. Were you guys fans of the movies? The movie
Big fan.
prior?
Yeah, absolutely.
Big fan.
Yeah, John
Loved
Waters.
Zac Efron. Loved him in that movie.
Yeah.
And the original film as well.
That's
so
that one
good.
too.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, there's a couple. Right?
Ricky Lake.
Great.
Yeah, Ricky Lake. You can't go wrong. You cannot. Nobody can go wrong with Ricky Lake. So what kind of drew you to these roles? Obviously, you're fans of the material.
Yeah.
And T, let's start with you. You've played the role before.
Yes, 10 years ago at Central High School.
Okay.
And when I first did the role, I think what drew me to it was that it was a role for a plus-sized person that wasn't like a lumbering oaf or a big ugly monster.
Sure.
What is really nice about Edna as a character is because it is based off of a John Waters property, it takes the art of drag very seriously. So
Absolutely.
Edna gets to be beautiful, she gets to be in love. And upon doing that in high school, I sort of got in touch with my own kind of gender identity and it helped me. So doing this 10 years later and sort of living a lot of the stuff that I was sort of making up in the show when I initially did it, it's been fun kind of getting to come back to that with more of a 10 years older and my muscles hurt.
Yeah, what a full circle moment, though, to be able to do that. And I do love that about the piece, too, that Edna is played serious as a heart attack. It's not going for necessary laughs. And you're the perfect person for it. And for you, Caroline, Tracy turned black, right?
Yes, I actually did play the role back in 2021.
Oh, see, there you go.
So I kind of feel like, for me, this was a big difference. I mean, it was just 4 years ago, but I feel like I've grown a lot just as a performer and as a human being in general, to where this show has a really good message, and I feel like I can bring it in a good mindset.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really important. So
I think part of the brilliance of the show is what it does with the humor and the message, and it kind of educates you, but also keeps you laughing. And how have you guys balanced that out? I mean, having done the role, each a time before, you have more of a sense to that and how that needs to work.
Yeah, I feel like there's more, for me at least, there's more of an understanding about the material of the show. I feel like when I did it back in 2021, I wasn't very much so looking at the script and it was looking at the script, but not the full. I guess I wasn't really looking into the show as much as I could. And this year I feel like, especially in the time that we're in our world, I feel like this message is so strong and powerful, but also, so there is, wanting to make it true to the show and fun and be those characters, but also we still do want to bring these themes and say this is seriously happening in our world, even still, not to the extent, but we want to bring that message to everyone.
It's kind of wild how far we've come and how not far we've come at all. Yeah. And so you guys have both played these roles before, so the dynamic between Edna and Tracy must feel obviously drastically different because you're playing opposite different people. But how has that kind of evolved through the process for you guys?
Yeah, well, it helps that this week I'm here. Last week I was in Cleveland for 3 days at a Fringe festival.
Yes.
And we've sort of dove in right away with dress rehearsals. But I think with everything, I think we both had our own approaches and our styles. And I think every time we do it, I think we discover new things about our Ednas and Tracys and how they, and I'm liking what we got going on.
It is good.
Well, you are working with one of the best.
No, for real. I was very excited to do that.
And so am I.
I love the love fest we have going on. So, do you have a favorite moment in the show? Not to spoil anything, but that really speaks to you right now.
I'll double. I have a favorite moment I'm not involved in, which is I Know Where I've Been, which is a huge Miss Motormouth Maybell's big, I think it's an 11 o'clock number.
We can call it that.
We'll call it that.
We'll call
a big,
it that.
it is just, it's performed absolutely beautifully. It's such a poignant message, and every time, like, it just feels great to sit back there and listen to that and be like, oh, this is what this show is about. I love that.
Yeah.
What I do that I like is Calvin Vo, my writing
Classic.
partner, and I perform You're Timeless to Me, which is just a fun little song about how much we love each other. And Calvin threw a bunch of soft shoe in that he made up. And
Of course he did.
you know,
They're
he's like
funny.
he's a regular Fred Rogers or Ginger Astaire. So yeah, it's been fun getting
Yeah.
to work with him in that capacity.
And I mean, you're Tracy, so everything you do is your
Yeah.
favorite?
I mean, you pretty much. I mean, I'm on stage probably every scene, so everything is fun. But I do love Without Love because
that's a great tune.
I feel like that's just such an iconic song, but also, like, to me, it doesn't have to be just like a relationship without love.
Yeah.
Just like in general, love. Just love your friends, love your family, just spread kindness. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing. It's like I love that song because I feel like everyone, even like the nicest kids, in the show, I feel like everyone comes together and it's just like, okay, without love, what
Yeah.
are we gonna do? So it's just like love each
Yeah.
other. That's the only thing we can do, and that's why I love it.
And it's
that
great to
song.
see, diversity on the stage in the Quad Cities. That's something that
Yes,
we
it
don't
is.
unfortunately see enough. And you guys have really managed to pull it together and have quite a diverse cast lined up.
Yeah,
It's really
we
cool
do.
to see.
Yeah.
That must be really cool to be part of.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, I love that.
It
So
is.
give us those details, when, the where, etc. It's countryside,
Yeah.
but people may not
Yeah.
know where that is exactly.
Well, we perform Countryside. We perform at North Scott High School. So we will be out there for both of the weekends, and we perform Fridays and Saturdays at 7 p.m. and then Sunday at 2 p.m.
All right.
And you can get your tickets online, or I don't know if you can get them at the door. I think you can.
I
Yes,
think-
you
yeah,
can.
yes, you can.
You can get them at the door.
And the website is right there on the
website is
screen. Ultimately, what are you hoping people take away from this? We've kind of touched on it a little bit, but like really drive the point home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's just a lot of beautiful stuff in there about acceptance. I hope that people see the show as the wacky comedy it is, obviously, but also sort of sits with it and acknowledge it as the important story it's trying to tell, and also it is based off of a John Waters film, and it is an important piece of LGBT media, and I think I hope people go into that
Yeah.
thinking that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope that, like T said, I hope that people take away, the comedy and the fun-loving, show that is Hairspray. But my hope is that some people just see that it's okay to have diversity up on a stage. It really is. And one of my favorite lines in the show that Corny Collins says is, we need to start having people on the show, that watch the show,
Represent.
the people that look,
Yeah.
we need diversity on the show. And that's one of my favorite lines is
Yeah.
we need plus size people, we need people of color, we need all, that is our world.
Yeah.
And that's the reality. And the more we get them up on there, the more
There
we
you
can
go.
share the message.
Well, amen to that. We'll break
Yeah.
a leg this weekend, guys.
Thank
I hope it's a
you.
success. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Yeah. For more information and tickets, you can visit countrysideqc.org. We'll have all those details posted at ourquadcities.com.